if you're going to be in Rome for more than 3 or 4 days, I highly recommend one of the days you do a day trip. Rome has so many great cities that surround it. One of them is Tivoli. This itinerary is about taking a day trip to Tivoli. It's just about a 45-minute train ride from Rome. What you're going to want to do is go to the Termini train station and catch a train to Tivoli. Tivoli is about 20 miles outside of Rome, outside of the city center, not all the way outside of Rome. It's actually not very far at all. There is a 9:03 train that leaves every day out of Rome, and it takes about 45 minutes on the train. There are other trains too. There's like 2 or 3 an hour. There's trains coming and going quite frequently. So that's not a huge problem. But the reason I like the 9:03 train, it's only a 45-minute train ride on the 9:03 train, where some of the times you're going to get a train might take you an hour and 15 minutes to get to Tivoli, just depending on the stops the train makes. But the 9:03 train, it costs less than €3 each way, and you can get to Tivoli by 10 a.m. by getting on the 9:03, giving you plenty of time to explore Tivoli. So if you're finding this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like videos about Rome, consider subscribing. So when you get to Tivoli, you're going to come over here to this train station. And I'm going to put an itinerary on a GPS guidance for you. It's going to be on an app called Kamoot. It's a free app to be used. That can be used here in the Rome area. So it won't cost you anything, but it will guide you through the city. The city's not that big. And even if you just use your own GPS, going from location to location, it's not too difficult. But there are 2 really great sites here in Tivoli that you want to check out, as well as just roaming the city, checking out the restaurants and walking. It's just a really fun city to be in, and it has a very strong Rome influence to it. But the first place we're going to go to, it's a place called They have a huge palace you can walk through, and down here is the gardens of the villa. And you can take a tour of this, or you can just kind of roam on your own in this. And you can just walk through the gardens. It's flat fountains, and it takes you about an hour, hour and a half to go through this whole thing. It's really quite incredible what they've done here. And when you get done with that, here's the old town. This whole area here, it's just really fun to walk these streets. It's not really big, so you can walk across this whole town in like 10 or 15 minutes. It's not too far. But there's another really cool thing. Villa Gregoriana.
What makes the world go round is talk about that cha-ching sound like we count bills by the pound is we can't stop cause we live it for the money. What makes the world go round is
it's a park. It's got waterfalls and wellways down in here. It's quite interesting. Now it shows here on Google Maps it's temporarily closed. Maybe it's temporarily closed right now, but chances are when you're there it's going to be open. And it's kind of like a mini Yosemite, kind of a nature hike. You go down in there and you just kind of check out some ruins. Not that many ruins, but there's a few things down in there, along with waterfalls and just beautiful. But the cool thing is you start on this end over here, and then you're going to come up. You're going to walk through, check out the different things, and you're going to come up over on this end right at this cool temple right here. Right here. It's quite interesting. So you end up over here, and then you can kind of like just explore the town, grab lunch, check out the different things in the town. But then what we want to do is head back to where we came from, back to the train station, which again, it's not very far from there. So we're going to pull out here. It's right up over here. And the idea is to, spend 4, 5, 6 hours in the town of Tivoli. You don't really have to worry about the train coming back to Rome. Just get to the train station, and chances are there'll be a train within 30 minutes of you arriving or less. And then you can head back to Rome and get back to Rome in, 45 minutes to an hour. And if you do it right, you're going to be back in Rome, let's say 4 o'clock in the afternoon. when I say do it right, you can spend more time. If you're really loving Tivoli, spend the whole day there, spend the evening there, as much time as you really want. But I do have another thing or an idea planned for the second half of the day, which I think is a lot of fun. And you can see if this is for you or not. But the next stop, we're gonna head back to Termini, and from Termini, we're gonna go visit the Roman Aqueducts. So when you get back to Termini Station, what you want to do is you want to get on the metro, get on the A line heading towards Anagnina, but we're going to get off on a station called Subaugusta, which is right here. Okay. The reason I think this is a better station to get off to go see the aqueducts is because when you come down this street, you can walk right down this avenue here. I'll kind of turn it so you can see. You can walk right down this avenue. And then you come out into this park here. The whole park is the Park of the Aqueducts. And so you can come out into the park, and some of the nicer aqueducts are these big ones down here that you get to take a look at. And if you entered on this end of the park, you can take a nice walk, a little hike up and down these. You can go get us, maybe swing by a grocery store right before you head over there. Once you get off on the metro station, Subaugusta, there's a couple of grocery stores real close by. You can go grab, maybe some bread and meats or cheeses, whatever, and take it out to this park, enjoy a nice late afternoon, early evening, watch the sunset. It's just so beautiful. And you can walk up and down these. I mean, it's very inspiring. It's a very fun thing to do. So between Tivoli and then coming back in the evening and going to the Aqueduct Park, which the Aqueduct Park is one of my favorite locations in all of Rome. I just love it. I just think, especially like when it's super crowded and busy in the city of Rome, even if you're there in July and the crowds are crazy, you're gonna come out to this park in the evening when it's cooled down, and there's gonna be maybe 50 people in the park. More than that, but they're so spread out that you're just gonna feel like you have the park to yourself. And there's ruins all over the place as far as these aqueduct ruins. Just beautiful to walk around, take pictures of, and very inspiring. So that's kind of a full day when you consider you're going to Tivoli for 4, 5, 6 hours. Coming back in the evening, you're going to spend probably 2 or 3 hours here in Aqueduct Park. But it's a fantastic day, absolutely fantastic. And that's all I have for you on this video. Stay tuned, I'll be making a series of videos for day trips in Rome. If you like videos about Rome, that's all our channel is. Please consider subscribing, give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. And to the next one, alla prossima, ciao.